Andrew, what's up? Hello. How is your weekend going? I can help a bit, I suppose, but I'm no expert. Alright, any help is appreciated because I was looking at some screenshots of it from a tutorial just now, and I forgot how scary it looked. Like, it looks completely different to. Well, I guess not completely different, but pretty different to Vue. I don't know. Well, I guess I looked at React a couple months ago before I looked at Vue, which was only fairly recently. And the concept of having HTML inside not an HTML file was a bit baffling to me. Although it kind of makes, like, I've kind of gotten used to it now because of Vue, but it just looks so weird in React. I don't know what it is. Maybe because most of the time I see it, it's like wrapped inside a function or something, and that just looks weird. Why React now? I don't know actually. I thought it'd be, well, because I wanted to do a stream where I was learning something, and I was considering learning. Oh no, wrong screen. Go was in Golang, but I thought that would just be a bit weird to kind of just learn that off the bat. So why not learn something that might actually be useful to me? Well, not immediately useful, but you know, useful. More useful than Go, like right now, at least. Did you just call JSX HTML? No. I don't think I did. I mean, like, I was referring to seeing HTML in a Vue file, and that's like VUE. I was gonna say inside JavaScript, but a Vue file isn't JavaScript. It's like specific for Vue, right? So I just said not an HTML file. But yes, I guess there's JSX or whatever. I don't know. All I know. Wait. The only thing I know about JSX is that I've seen After Effects plugins use it. Or is that something else? Scripts. Extend script files. Yeah. Scripting capabilities available within After Effects. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing. I guess I'll need to do a thing or something, I don't know. So how do I start this? Maybe I should move this over. This is what I'm looking at. Oh god, it's weird. And also, why is this light theme? That's terrible. I don't think I have Create React app installed, but it looks, from the looks of this, it doesn't look like you even need to install it anymore, because I remember you needed to install that from npm, but it kind of looks like it's just included with npm now. It's pretty interesting. The only thing I'm kind of concerned about is styling. I think getting to grips with like how to make components is okay and stuff like that, page components, but I'm not a fan of styling. Like, I think I would just opt to use a a bootstrap thing. Is there a bootstrap thing? Is that a thing? Stylized components. Is that not a thing? I just want to. I'm thinking about making a React single page app for Triggerfire, because I know that on Triggerfire I'm going to need a page that shows all of the different triggers that people can use for like the public. So I thought it might be cool if I made a simple SPA for that. It would be kind of weird because the dashboard would be in Vue and the public listing page would be in React, but it might be good practice. Static. I guess it could be. Yeah, it would be static because the person would only need to. It would only need to load in the triggers and then list them. They wouldn't be able to do anything with them. That might just be a good intro to React. If it will be a static page, it'll be really easy. Oh, okay. Well, I'm an expert at making things more complicated than they're supposed to be, so that's probably going to happen. I mean, maybe I'll just make this a stream thing. I want to see what these components look like, though. Okay, so just regular Bootstrap. I don't know if I really like this kind of Bootstrap, actually. Or maybe it's just because I've seen so much of it from when I was starting out. There are probably other... Use Tailwind? Tailwind. Well, I don't know if I... I guess I could learn them alongside each other if it's just a static page. This looks like a fairly recent blog post. There are so many blogs for this kind of stuff. It's pretty neat. I just want to see what it looks like. There's no screenshots. Yeah, that's pretty neat. One of those graphs look sexy. Oh wait, this is an advert for something. Right. Oh, and there's your the class things that you were talking about. This is scary. So scary. Well, I guess I'll make the thing whilst I'm waiting, because I feel like it'll take forever to do. Let's call it Hello World, because that's how every project should start. Right? I think. I think I typed that right. Pretty sure. Yes. Okay. I'm kind of curious as to this thing, Next.js. Popular and lightweight framework for static and server rendered applications built with React. It includes styling and routing solutions out of the box. And there's also Gatsby. Who comes up with these names? It's funny. Oh, I did open already. Is this a... No, that's Spectrum. I thought that was like a dark theme switch. Intuitive page-based routing system. I guess I don't really need multiple pages because, well, it's just a single page thing. So that's probably not applicable to me. I guess Gatsby would be more what I need. Let's take a look at it. Oh my god, it's gonna take forever. I want to see what it looks like. Oh my god, I'm not ready for GraphQL. I don't think I don't think I need it yet. I'm not really building anything that requires that kind of thing. A tutorial. Okay. I want to see this. CSS. Create a new Gatsby file. Okay, that looks relatively normal. Ah, interesting. This kind of, this kind of looks more like if you were just creating components from scratch, which I guess is the case, but there's got to be pre-made components out there that I could probably just slot in or something. Let's see. Tailwind, CSS with React. Should probably not keep too many tabs open. What's this? Oh, I think I was just looking at these before stream. Also, and that's still going. Rip. I'm not even sure what Gatsby is, but I always hear React elitists talking about it. It was referenced in the official thing, so I'm guessing it's useful. Apparently, the best way to create static websites lets you use React components but outputs pre-rendered HTML and CSS to guarantee the fastest load time.
What's up guys, Andre here, and today I'd like to do a quick video on how to use Tailwind.
Does he have a... Andre, I don't want to just play the entire video because that would be unfair for him. This tutorial does not work anymore and I'm not sure why. Rip. There has to be a dark theme for Medium. That just seems like something that should be done. Has been updated. Okay. Okay, so this is what we just did. That's promising. I'm glad that I don't have to install Create React app globally anymore. That's good. After some Googling, I found that most people wanting to use PostCSS with Create React app were having to eject it. Ejecting seems a bit of a drastic measure. Ejecting is scary. I unfortunately had to eject the starting thingy for my documentation stuff because I needed to get to some of the internal files to like get the header to work how I wanted it to. But it was like, are you sure you want to do this? Because there's no going back. And you also don't get updates and stuff. So yeah, that was Monka S. There's Gatsby, trusted by section, has some impressive companies. I have not seen that. Showcase. It's probably on their main site, isn't it? Ooh, that is... Damn, they have PayPal on there. Nike, what? Trusted by. It's always interesting to like, yeah, I don't know, to see how this sort of comes into like, because obviously all these sites need so many different stacks, whatever, to make things happen. Crazy. Are we done yet? Oh, we are. "13 packages are looking for funding." Damn. When I was installing a package the other day, it came up with like an advert in text about I think the repository owner was looking for a job. That's a pretty smart way to advertise, to be honest. Someone's installing a package that they need and their job application just came up while you're installing the package. Headless CMS is another thing that I absolutely don't understand. I feel like I've come across that term before, but I have no idea what that is. So I need to get my head around all this current stuff, and I feel like by the time I get to grips with this, it'll have just moved on to something else. There was someone who was talking about how Vue and React were becoming outdated now, and that everything was moving towards just native components or something. And it's like, bruh, I'm not even that far ahead yet. But everyone has to start somewhere, so that is what we have to do. Start. What is the thing? npm start. Happy hacking. I'm not a hacker. Uh-oh, just open something. Which I'm sure I'll be doing. Where am I going? And I oof. Hardfoil, what's up? It's a dev stream. Thank you so much for the 60 bits. It is a dev stream, although I'm not really deving. I'm kind of learning today. Today is a learning stream. Oh, look. It's a thing. Hardfoil, how have you been? Happy Thanksgiving, by the way, if you celebrate it. For the other day at least. I can't believe it. We're an hour into the first day of December. That's a big yikes. This year has gone by so quickly. It's crazy. Good to see you. I messed with MPM 3 or 4 years ago. It's in its current form. Yeah, it's crazy. It's changed a lot. What was that? Scribs. Thank you for the 7 months. You're insane. Scribs, why? I'm gonna be getting everyone to cancel their subs in like a month because I'm probably gonna be stopping streaming in January. At least indefinitely, because I'll be graduating, hopefully. So I don't know when streams are gonna be starting up again after that. Probably after I move and find a place, and if it doesn't have bad internet, then I'll be able to stream again. Otherwise, long ass. So I'm just enjoying what I have left. But yeah, I'll be pulling a tweet like you. Oh, he gets a happy Thanksgiving. Well, you're Canadian. I actually looked it up before I messaged you, and I was like, does Canada celebrate Thanksgiving? And apparently your Thanksgiving was back in October, so I was like, well, I don't want to offend you by saying, oh, happy Thanksgiving, and you'll be like, oh, well, happy Thanksgiving is back in October, you British buffoon. So, yeah, I was considerate like that. I didn't want to offend you. And I'm pretty sure you would have mentioned Thanksgiving back in October, which I think you did. And I probably said it back, like, to you back then, so. Staying local or moving elsewhere? And thank you, by the way. I'll probably be moving back home, because currently I'm situated up north in the UK. But I don't know if I want to work here permanently. It's nice up here, but it's also cold, and I'd probably do better being back in the south where I kind of know everything, or like the area better. It probably wouldn't be in my hometown because my hometown is quite small and not many dev jobs going there, but probably more along the coast, nearer the bigger cities. Probably be places. So we'll see. I'm gonna keep my sub going and make you feel guilty. Well, I feel like I kind of thought you might do that, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You kind of need that money for that PC and that index. So consider that. Just saying. It's 2 a.m. It is 2 a.m. Well, it's 1 a.m. for me. Which is perfect learning time for learning something new, because that's how my brain works, apparently. Feels bad. Hey look, we made a React website. Let's take a look at the monstrosity that is the app.js file. I don't really like this, by the way. I know a lot of pages do it. I mean, like, in Vue, they do it as well. Like, they separate all the different property things out onto different lines, but I really like just everything being on one line, because it's just easier to visualize for me. I don't know. Just seeing everything split up looks weird to me. Like, it's just, I don't know. Like, this I can understand, but having this, well, I guess the ending tags being on a different line, that's okay, because then you can see where it closes. And you can do that, but yeah. 12 PM in Mikey hours. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But it is the weekend. I feel like I can kind of treat myself. I hate that. Keep it on one line. Yeah, I know. It just makes it harder to read back later. Like, seriously. Because everything's like all sectioned out, and then when you're scanning through it, you can't see where one thing starts and the other thing ends.
It's interesting the way we work because everyone does a little
Um.
bit, but we do have fairly sort of clear areas.
Okay, well, this is kind of understandable, I guess. So what would happen in Vue is you would have a Vue file is basically this.
Jono's an amazing Rhodes player. Always I think everybody knows that apart from him. He's
Style.
slightly insecure about it, but he's actually really.
And basically, you would have your HTML stuff in here. You would have your JS stuff in here. So this would be exporting something, I guess. And and you would have your CSS or SCSS, either scoped or global. I guess it's up to you down here, which is nice and self-contained. So I kind of like Vue just because everything is like self-contained like that. How's the thesis coming along? It's going. I'm in the experimentation phase at the moment, so I'm running like a whole bunch of different models for my hypothesis and stuff like that. I'm not getting great results, which I kind of expected, but it's kind of sad because I know obviously the thesis is about writing about what I did and why I did it and blah blah blah, rather than, you know, the actual results, but it would be nice to get nice results. I guess I just need more data right now, which is something that I'm not sure I'll be able to get, but we'll see. All in one file? Well, this would be one component. So let me see if I can find a component that I have.
As the musical director, who kind of put a different slant on the tracks, and that was really exciting.
Somewhere.
Produced as an artist in the studio.
Being involved in the rehearsals and hearing how it's come together, I think
let me pick the most, or the smallest component that I can find from Triggerfire. Website. And then you import them into a main app.js file. Yes. Well, not into the app.js file. You can import them. Well, I guess you could. I don't really know if that would work. But you can import them into other Vue files. So you would basically have an app.vue file, and that would be your main entry point. There is an app.js file, which I guess goes with that. But that's for my setting up the thingy-majig source components. So I have this one will do. Oh god. So this is probably one of the smallest components that I have, which is the OBS thing that you might have seen in the video. Let me see if I can. Actually, I probably shouldn't do that. Stop the stream. But yes, so everything has to be contained inside one div. So if you have something like another div, then it'll throw an error and be like, oh no, we need to only export one thing, so you have to wrap everything in one div. Like that. This div had no special meaning at all. That's nice. And then this is the Vuex thing that I use for my thingy-majig. And then you have basically the methods. You have lifecycle hooks, which I know React has. Lifecycle hooks make more sense to me after I've been playing around with them in Vue. So I guess it's just a matter of learning what the actual hook names are. And then you have a style, which I don't have right now. VGod. Oh god, I just got that. Nice. I didn't even think about that. You are... I know where your mind is. And Scribblies too, wow. Y'all need help. So this line, for example, is a pretty good example of the kind of inline JS that you can do. So I have a computed thing here, which is get OBS connected. So this basically runs to my OBS file that I have in my state, and it basically asks if OBS is connected, and it'll return either true or false. So if it's true, then the button will be success, well, a color called success. That's just an inbuilt style. Otherwise it'll be this color that's like blue, I guess. And when you click it, it'll go and run the connect function. So that's this function, and if it's connected, then it won't do anything, because what's the point of reconnecting again? Otherwise it'll try and connect to OBS. And then this is the text of the button. So it'll basically run the same thing again. It'll ask if OBS is connected, and if it's connected, then it'll say connected, otherwise connect to OBS, and that's the button. And then you obviously have this address and password, and that's this. And then you have the button for the show password icon thing, which I guess when you click, it shows the password. So that's pretty neat. And then there's a snack bar to basically return and show if something was successful or not. And you can set all of these individual properties that come with this thing. So basically this is all styled for me by the Vuetify library, so I don't even need to worry about making the components. These this column that you probably recognize from Bootstrap, that's all part of the library, and then this snack bar is all done by the library. So really I don't need to be concerned with the actual logic itself, but the actual components are already made, which is super nice, and I feel like I do better when that's the case, because having to worry about creating all of the styling is just not something that I need if there's already something out there that I can do it. And the site looks decent. There's probably cases where you would need to make your own styled components, but for the purposes of making a dashboard like that, I think it does the job. I guess I lean Team React because I was forced to learn it. Well, that's fair. You've got to learn what you need. And I feel like hopefully I can apply at least some of this to React. I don't know yet. I guess we'll have to see. It does follow the same pattern of props down and events up, right? That's a thing in React? Is that not? I hope it is, because that's... Because just React just has so much stuff. Okay, so they refer to it as state, which I guess makes sense. State or action. I don't have an example of that here, but props down events up refers to basically the inheritance of stuff, I guess. So when you include components in other components, and you need to pass data between components, the usual way you do it is by passing a prop to a component. So this is technically a component. I'm passing a prop that is a color. That's the color prop, as in property. And then emitting events to a parent, so back up the chain, would require you to emit a thing. So you can do this dot emit, and then the event name, like click. So when this thing is done running, then emit the click action, and then you can pass some data like clicked true or something like that, and this would be sent up to the parent. So for example, this would be the action, click, and then run this, and then this would come with the data that you emitted back up. So yeah, whatever. that's just the thing. Learning React stream instead explains to you the whole stream. Hey, you wanted to see some of the view that I was doing for the trigger fire, but yeah, you're right. Also, hello, Disto. What's up? Let's get rid of that because we don't need it. Let's get rid of that because we don't need it. But yes, let's not do that. What are we working on? We are, well, I am learning some React because I feel like learning React. Right now we have the starter thingy, which is pretty neat, and I'm just gonna play around with seeing how things work. I also need to close down some tabs. I feel like things are lagging. Major oof. Okay. Well, I guess we'll look into Tailwind when we get more of a grip on what we're doing. I don't want to include anything unnecessarily and just make myself more confused. I guess let's leave that on the same, different lines. What's service worker? Okay, so I think this is just for React, for it to make stuff or do stuff like local host or whatever. Is it index? Am I getting a reach this Tuesday? I don't know. I have quite a lot on my plate at the moment, game-wise, so I don't know if they'll... I mean, I'm not a hardcore Halo person. Also, Resident Evil 2 Biohazard RE2. Oh, is this the remake? I've watched quite a lot of this already, so I don't know if I'd play it because I've already seen quite a lot of gameplay. It is a pretty amazing game. I've seen Mr. X is awesome, or the Mr. X memes as well. I also watched some of the original RE2, and just comparing them together is pretty awesome because you can kind of see how similar and like how different it is as well. Obviously, because it's, you know, a remake. But the monster design, I think the tree monsters are the grossest looking, because they're like Groot, but they're not. For what I understand, service workers is for WPAs. Can delete service work and the app still runs fine. Oh, okay. It's nice that they made a git ignore for you. Ready to commit. Okay, so this is the HTML, right? And then all you have is this. When I saw this for the first time, it was crazy to me because it's like, wait, this is it? All my life I've been making just massively bloated HTML files from scratch. And here you just have a single div and then suddenly everything's just rendered. Robots. I don't know what that is, but I'm guessing it's something to do with user agents or crawling or whatever. I don't know. Okay, so we have the app. Can we make a super basic component? Probably not, but you know what? We're gonna try. Also, what is the best structure for this? I feel like making a components folder inside the source folder is probably the way to go, right? Let's do that. Robots means for crawlers, not cruel. Oh, okay. Interesting. And Nick, what's up? Hello. How is your weekend going? How is everyone's weekend going? It is the first day of December, which means that this is the last month of this decade, which is crazy because I feel like I'm not ready. But you know what? We'll be fine. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Let's make a hello world component. See, I was almost about to type view. I was gonna do it, but I'm not. And also, what is the structure of components? Is it just a JS file? I think it is. I think it is. I just want to see if this will work. I do better with learning if I make stuff and break it, because that's how I roll. But why do I need to import React here? What do I need it for? I don't see it being used anywhere. Well, I guess... Does that mean I need to import React every time I need a component? I don't know. Let's see. I don't need the logo and I don't need the CSS. What are we doing tonight? I am learning some React, which is a framework for making stuff. It's the more modern way to do things. And even though I know some Vue, I think it would be a good idea to have a handle on some React as well, so that's what I am doing. Let's not have a class name. Let's not have any class names. Let's just say... What? There's no Emmet. The Emmet thing's not coming up. It's weird. Hello world. How are you? And also I don't want to... Oh, is that the function? I don't know. Or is it just hello world? That's the name of the function, right? And then I export that. Maybe. Unfortunately, I've got to get going to a friend's birthday party. Oh, happy birthday to your friend. I think I'm going to watch this part back and Bila and react with you. Yeah, I wouldn't count on it. I don't know if I'll be learning anything that you haven't already covered. But yeah, it was good to see you again. And have a good rest of your weekend. Happy birthday to your friend. Don't let me down. Oh god. Okay, we have to build a fully working social media website by the end of this stream. For Andrew. JK, that's not happening, but you know. We can all dream. Have a good one, dude. I hope there will be poutine at this party, otherwise there is no point in having a party. Kappa. What am I even doing? Okay. How about import hello world from components hello world. And then I can put this here, right? Like this. Is that supposed to be green? I don't know. I feel like it's not supposed to be green, but at the same time, you know what? It's not giving us any errors. We'll just go for it. Look, it appeared! What the heck? Okay, so component shop is green. That's good to know. So if you didn't catch that, basically what I did was I made a component inside components and I called it hello world, and it basically just exports this div with an h1 as in header, and I imported it into here, and then I slotted the component down here, and then it rendered that. So if I wanted, I could probably move this up. I mean, this is super basic React stuff, but it is pretty much the basis of React, having these reusable components. Oh god, I moved it outside of the thingy. Yikes. So basically, I can just do that, and now I have 4 components. It's gonna... Yeah. Well, that's how that works. It's pretty neat. I can understand, like, why it's so powerful, is that you have this kind of reusability going on. I am the damn slime, what's up? I understand absolutely nothing, don't worry. Neither do I. This is a learning stream, so I'm just as in the dark as you guys are. I heard React can actually be used to build Twitch overlays, not that I've tried myself, but who knows, maybe if we figure it out properly, it could potentially be a very powerful resource for making reactive overlays. But we're not there yet. Amplify, what's up? Hello, and thank you again for the sub the other day. You're crazy. The offline sub. I hope Triggerfire is working out. Good to see you streaming since I subbed. Yeah, I'm going to be getting everyone to cancel their subs in like a month because I'm probably going to be not streaming after January for an indefinite amount of time. So we'll have to see. I don't know how that will go yet.
flowed from there, really.
But before we actually started, Tony's background is from, you know,
Coding is too much for me. I'm just way too into infrastructure support to do anything more than SQL scripts. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought at first as well. When I was starting out with coding, I was like, none of this makes sense to me, and you know, I don't know if I'll ever be able to pick it up fluently. And to some degree, I still don't really. Like, I still do need to look things up if I'm not sure on a thing. And Stack Overflow is basically perfect for that. Or the MDN docs. But I think the more you immerse yourself into it, the better you are at, you know, recognizing things, and it does become easier over time. And I feel like if I can pick it up, definitely anyone can, because I didn't really have any formal education in computer science or whatever. I basically just learned everything from trial and error. And yeah, I feel like I've done somewhat okay. So it's definitely doable. And yes, I'll be graduating in January, so I'll be moving out of the university, and I don't know if I mean, I don't have good internet at home, so I usually don't stream when I go home for the holidays, and depending on where I move to, I might not have good internet there either. Fingers crossed that I do, but we'll see.
I think what we're really lucky with is we've built things really slowly. So we've tried to sort of
Slime, I'm not doing too bad, thanks. Thanks for asking. I hope you're doing well as well. Happy Thanksgiving the other day, if you're from America, or celebrate it.
as a result of that, the fans that we
Can't
do
believe
have
it's almost 2020 already.
are really loyal,
It's crazy.
really lovely people, and we're really fortunate.
I'm also 29, I don't have time to be able to learn any coding languages. Ah, that's fair enough. Yeah, that's, time is definitely one of the major things when learning new stuff. 9 to 5 working in network? Oh. Well, I did, like, networking... Actually, no, I haven't really done it. Well, I did networking for a semester last year, and it was actually a lot of fun. We did, we had, I think the assignment was measuring the wireless throughput of 802.11a? I don't know, there was like A, B, and G routers, and we had to pick one and use iPerf on it to like measure its wireless throughput and stuff. And it was kind of a nightmare because, yeah, we had to use like Wireshark and all of those packet generating thingies. And we had to like write a report on it. It was a lot of stuff, but it was actually very enjoyable, and the module tutor was super cool as well, so that was actually a really enjoyable module. And he had this like signal generator thingy that could like disrupt networks and stuff, and it was super cool. And he was like, oh, you can use Wireshark to like listen in on, you know, intercept people's packets and read the traffic data, and like everyone was like, what? That's like real life hacking. Obviously, I never really got around to actually using it for that, or I don't even know how I would be able to do that, but I'm sure it's actually a thing that people do. You're from Germany? Oh, okay. Well, it's late in Germany. Damn. It's like almost 3 AM, isn't it? Then again, I can't really comment on anyone else's sleep schedule because mine is severely messed up, so... RIP. Uh... 11A, okay. Home standard, business standard. A tone generator, that was it. Yeah. He like switched it on in the corner of the room because it was like, this is like this could be not, I don't know if it's illegal. Or he probably wouldn't have switched it on if it was illegal, but obviously it can cause disruption, so I guess he didn't want to actually do that inside the university. Use Wireshark with port mirroring on a switch to capture every packet that goes to a port. Ah, I see. There was like a dongle, I think, and I had to plug the dongle in and do stuff. I can't remember off the top of my head. Something. Whatever. Man in the middle attack, yeah. Ah, yes, that's right. Nick Chill Club is computer security. Hey, look, it's a match made in heaven. You guys are like best friends already. It's so neat that there's so many different like fields in the world of computer science and networking and just all of that stuff. We're like one big family. That's such a cheesy thing to say, but it's kind of true. Okay. Also, yes, I did see your thing earlier. This is JavaScript, but it's kind of a weird... Well, I don't know. It's React, which is a framework for JavaScript, which lets you do some pretty neat things, like these reusable components. I'm going to try passing a prop. How do we do that? Because that's something I need to know. We don't want you to stop streaming. We bring people together. I don't want to stop streaming either. I'm not going to be stopping streaming forever. It's just until I can find good internet again. Which hopefully the place that I move into has. But unfortunately I can't promise anything on that front. But definitely I'll be streaming in the future. Where I can. Because I still need to build my PC after all. And after I build my PC I'll be able to stream a lot better. Because right now I'm running off of a laptop, and if there's any lag, you can probably understand why. Even though this laptop is fairly decent, the PC that I want to build, I've been saving up for like a long time, so I'm gonna go all out, and it's gonna be a monster. All of my PC part picker lists are just completely outdated because they're from like years ago and everything's changed now, so I'm not even like bothering to look at it anymore because I know that if I put a list together now, it's just going to get outdated by the time I actually build it, which is probably going to be sometime next year. We'll see. Pass props React. This is pretty much my method of learning stuff. It's just Google very specific questions while I'm doing it. I tend not to follow hardcore tutorials unless I absolutely have to, because I feel like I only learn to do one specific thing if I follow a tutorial. Whereas if I'm trying to just build something for the sake of building it, if I get stuck on something, I can kind of just Google that question and find what I need to know. Okay, so this is the actual way of creating a component. So I want to be importing the component. So what's wrong with just returning here, I wonder? I'm gonna just leave it like that and see. Is it because I can't do this? Well, let's say, what should we make the variable? We'll just call it testing. Actually, no, let's not call it testing. Actually, no, let's call it testing. This is a test. And then in here I can do this, I think. So this should be pulling this variable here. Or let's say name, that's a better word. And we'll say the firewire. And we'll say, hello, name, how are you? Neat, okay. So can I pass in name as a prop? I think so. The tutorial says, well, not tutorial, but thing says this. So if I do, this is what I'm looking at. Oh, don't want to do that. Didn't want to do that either. So this is kind of what we have already. And then we've done that. And we've done this. Now, this is where we have the prop. So greeting equals greeting. Okay, so it's this dot props dot greeting. Okay, that's how you access props. So what I want to do is say name equals. Did that come with autocomplete? No, it didn't. Andrew. And then over in this file, we can say hello. This props name. I think. Does this work? It did not. Something went wrong. Is it because... Oh, hang on. I think I did something wrong with the greeting. Does that need to be... Okay, so that's just, I think that's what I've accidentally done from view. Can I just do that? Still no. I don't know. Rockhart, what's up? Thank you so much for the raid. I don't have any raid alerts because I'm a pleb and I forgot to make them. What is up? Rockhart, thank you. How is your stream? I have been lurking and I saw you were playing Sea of Thieves. You were playing Sea of Thieves. Loquacious Gemini, thank you so much for the follow. How's it going? How do you not have a raid alert? How do you not have a raid alert? So I see the emphasis because of the whole alerts situation. I don't know. I, for some reason, prioritized host alerts over raid alerts, which was a terrible mistake because stream element hosts don't even come through when they're like offline. So yeah, I should work on that. But yes, happy Thanksgiving for the other day if you celebrate it. Felt good to be back on stream. I'm loving the new desk. Oh, nice. You have a new desk. I do not have a new desk. I have probably a used desk that's, I don't know how many people have been in this room before I have, but one day I'll have a proper streaming setup. But until then, I'm kind of just relegated to RIP. I'm not doing too bad, Loquacious. It's been a tiring day, but it's the weekend also, and we still have Sunday to go. I can't believe it's the first day of the last month of the decade. That's still kind of blowing my mind. But you know, we'll have to see how 2020 goes. I didn't make any New Year's resolutions at the beginning of the year because I usually, well, I don't want to say I usually don't keep them, but I usually kind of just forget about them. So I think my New Year's resolution is to just, I don't know, survive the year or something. I don't know, something like that. I built a new 72-inch sit-stand motorized desk. Oh my god, that sounds amazing. So that's one of the things that you can like push a button and it goes up and down. I don't know how I feel about standing desks because, well, I guess I can understand them because sometimes you just sit down, especially for me, if I'm like coding something or just writing something all day, it's like I forget to stand up, and honestly my back is probably just not appreciating that. So a standing desk does sound kind of fun, and especially I know Harris Heller has a desk that has like an alarm that you can like set like 10 minutes or something, like so every 20 minutes or something it will make a beep and it'll remind you to stand up or something. I think that would be super cool. I definitely need one of those. But no, I probably wouldn't want to get a permanent standing desk. I think if I were to get a standing desk, it would have to be one of those sit-stand ones because there are probably just some days where I don't want to stand. Let's be fair. Let's be honest, even. I can't believe that it's actually December. I know, it's crazy. This year has gone by so quickly. I don't know if I say that every year. Probably not. I feel like there have been some years where it's just dragged by and I've wanted it to be the next year, but I feel like this year in particular has been quite fast. Or maybe it's just because... I don't know, actually. I can kind of remember the year in clarity. Like, I can remember going along the year and, like, different parts, but it just feels like it's all kind of blurred together. It's weird. I don't know. It's super nice to be able to stand and stretch. Doesn't matter how comfy your chair is. Yeah, and that's the other thing. I need a proper chair as well. The chair that I actually got in my accommodation this year is one of those like relaxed. I don't know what you call them. Is it like a tote chair or something? Is that a thing? Tote chair. No, that's a bag. I'm thinking of a bag. What is the... It's like a... I guess it's a room chair? Yes, it's a room chair. So I basically have one of these in my accommodation. Actually, I have two now because the other guy gave me a... Oh no, I had two, sorry. So every accommodation room comes with a room chair like this. Which is fine, you know, if you want to just sit down in this chair. But for some reason my desk chair was also a room chair, so I had two room chairs. And it was like super low down as well. So it was really uncomfortable to sit at the desk because I basically had to sit in one of these at the desk. And last year I had one of the swivel chairs, like an actual office desk chair. So I could like make it go up and down and like have the back go lean back and all that. And it was like super comfy because I could just sit at the desk and work as though I was, you know, in an office. And I don't have that this year, so I had to put in a complaint because it was actually killing my back. And they gave me another chair, which was, I mean, it's okay. It's like a normal chair, but it's not an office chair, unfortunately. Griff, what's up? Hello. I'm here now. What is up? Happy Thanksgiving the other day. Hope your weekend is going well. I remember college, yeah. It's that kind of thing. But you know, that's college life. I only have one more semester, so we're good. Right, I promised Andrew we would make a fully functional, or not this Andrew, sorry, I keep forgetting that Rockhart's name is also Andrew. Other Andrew. A fully functional social media website by the end of the stream. Obviously that's not happening. No, I was just kidding, but I at least want to pass some props, so we'll try and do that. Got my hopes up that you're working on my thing. You know, it's funny you mentioned that. Somebody actually came to me earlier today asking for basically exactly the same thing. So it did give me some more ideas about how I wanted to approach it, and I feel like I have a better idea. And I don't think I need to make it a website, or I don't think I need to make the whole backend, because I think I could just make it as a Stream Elements widget, and I feel like that would be the best thing for it. I don't think I'll make it public just yet, or like, I don't think I'll make it a public widget for now, because I do need to build some backend stuff for it. Otherwise, there's gonna be a whole bunch of like caching stuff issues, whatever. I don't know. Of like people overloading the API. So I'll need to make a basic caching system at least, but I don't think I'll need to make a full front end dashboard thing like Tesla has, because it's not really scalable. But yeah, we'll see. If I can make it at the point where I can kind of just make variations of it, and I think I would be able to make it at a super cheap price, probably. We'll have to see. I need to finish this old Triggerfire thing first. Should build it and sell it. Yeah, we'll have to see. Oh, I don't think it'll be too much effort. Like, most of the stuff is there from, like, the logic for playing the video and the transition thing. That's actually one of the other things that will be super good about the Stream Elements widget, is that people can just upload like a custom image for the doors or the transition, I guess, and that'll be super easy to do. Like, all the fields are there, and actually they rolled out an update the other day where you can group fields, so that's also pretty amazing. And the editor is bigger as well. I'm glad they care about us devs. They know how to please us. Although I'm still not going to code in that editor, because it's a bit of a nightmare. I'll still just code in here and just copy paste it over. What am I doing? Right, I am doing this thingy.
And it's something about, you know, rehearsing it with these 15 amazing musicians, but there's nothing quite like sharing this with every single one of you. And that's what
So what was I doing wrong? Greeting equals greeting.
Every song that we play tonight, of course, most of you will know all of those songs. And
That's what I was doing.
first as
Don't forget the collie braces.
excuse me just one second. But believe it or not, most of them
But I
started life
didn't.
as something very similar to what you just heard, more acoustic sounding things. And to give you a flavour of that, we're going to play something that we just
Wait.
It's called Making Plans, and this is how it sounded.
No, it's equals. Greeting. Hello world. JSX attribute. Name is a string. Can I do this as well? Yes, still a string. And then I have name here. So why is that not working? What is this telling me? This is undefined. Oh. So it doesn't let me do that. I wonder if it actually needs to be inside a render function. Let's do that then. So basically what I'm trying to do is I have a component called Hello World, which is this, and I want to pass a property to it with a name called Andrew, and I want to be able to say use this property here inside this header and say hello, whatever the name is, how are you, and return that, and it'll basically render that here. But for some reason I can't seem to access this, and I think it's because this is inside a function that is not a thing, so I think I need to actually put this inside. Let's try with the lifecycle hook, which I'm guessing I need component for. Kind of complicates things, but you know, never mind. Kim joins, what's up? Hey dude, been lurking for a while, how are you? I am not too bad, thank you, how are you? I did see that you were lurking yesterday, when I was playing a Plague Tale, but I obviously didn't want to call you out. So, good day to you, sir. Or evening, even. Rock Art sounds good, thank you again for the raid. And enjoy your lurk. I will have to... I think I can probably just restyle my post alert for the raid alert. I'll have to do that. Feels bad. I mean, that I didn't have a raid alert. Not that I have to actually do work. Okay. Class hello world extends component. And then render, or not return, render this. And then I will return this. Can I return like this? Coel, thank you so much for the resub. You're crazy, but thank you. Hopefully this will be your last month. I know I keep saying that, but I need to make people aware that I'm probably not going to be streaming after January, so... But thank you. Doing good, just ate a night snack. Nice. Now you're making me feel hungry. I do have snacks with me, so I can munch on those after stream. I don't feel too bad about eating snacks at night on the weekend because I can just wake up late tomorrow or something. Rocket, what's up? I've heard that before. Well, this time I mean it. I don't know if I'll be coming back to streaming after January because, yes, I'm graduating in January, so I will be moving away from the university and therefore moving away from good internet. And I don't have good internet at home, so I won't be streaming from there. But when I move to a new place, then if they have good internet, I'll be streaming from there. But that's no guarantee, unfortunately, because I know what places are like, and we'll have to see what kind of internet they have. So yeah, basically just because I don't know if wherever I'll be moving to next has good internet. And also it won't be instantaneous, so I'll just say for now that I'm not streaming. But definitely I'll be coming back to streaming in the future. I'll like find a way for that to happen. Because usually I don't stream during holiday breaks like the Christmas or Easter or the summer break, because obviously I'll move back home and at home my internet is trash. Like, it's so trash that I can't watch more than one, or like I can't watch multiple 720 Twitch streams at once. It's that bad, honestly. Like, there is decimal
The atmosphere's been just amazing.
point,
You know,
point decimal upload, sorry,
the rest of the band,
which is just,
hopefully
you know,
fans as well. It's just, you know, it's
terrible.
made it incredible. And we've had some sing-alongs which we didn't know what
I ate something
at our big DJ gigs. People
some
sing along to the song.
people find disgusting. It's canned herring in tomato sauce. I've never had it, so I can't say one way or the other if that's disgusting or not. I mean, I've heard of people snacking on that kind of stuff, so I'm not, like, shocked. I guess it's not really, I don't know if it would be
And that's sort of what I hope
weird as a late night snack.
the experience of doing it and seeing
Well, either way, it's probably healthier than whatever I have, which is a chocolate bar or something. At least you're getting, I don't know, you're eating fish, getting your omega-3 supplements or whatever.
Whenever you do anything like this, it always affects future. It affects, you know,
Oh, that's right, Corel's at DreamHack right now. Dude, hope you're having fun. I think Sam is there, isn't he? Sam from Alpha Gaming. I don't know if you met him, or like you had a chance to. But yeah, hope you're having a good time. And don't let me distract you if you have places to be. Although it's probably, well, it's in Sweden, isn't it? So it's like 3 there or something. Do you know when the last stream is? Not as of yet. And to be honest, I don't even know if I'll be streaming in January, because I'll probably have to be cracking down on my thesis in January. So I probably shouldn't say that I'm going to be streaming in January, because otherwise I'm just going to get distracted, and then I'll not graduate and fail, and then I'll be homeless or something. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I probably shouldn't distract myself too much with streaming. But we'll see. We'll see. I don't know what it's playing right now, but I should probably... Oh, it's just the ending of this. Okay. Let's just play this. I'm Norwegian, so I have good excuse to eat fish as snacks. That's true. I don't really know any Norwegian stereotypes. The only one that I know from Scribbly is that you have oh boy, hot chocolate, and that's a Norwegian thing, apparently. I want to try it someday. I haven't had hot chocolate for a while. Feels bad. Quite high in protein, vitamins, and omega-3. Yes. And plus you have the whole, like, vegetable thing from the tomato. So, you know, amazing. Sam and Harris, didn't say hi to them though, but I want a pic. Hey, you should do it. They're really nice people. They'll be happy to take a picture. If you need me to message them, I will. I'll make it happen. I'll be like, hey, you guys need to go say hi to Coel. He's an amazing dude. And he wants a picture, so go make that happen. Oh boy, is served in cold milk. Is it? Is it not hot chocolate? Is that so? Or is that just one of the ways that you can drink it? Honestly, when I was younger, I used to be obsessed with this, like, banana milkshake powder thingy. And I used to, this is probably super terrible, but I used to eat the powder by itself. Well, not like obsessively, but if I was making a hot chocolate, or not hot chocolate, like a banana milkshake or something, I would just take a spoonful of powder or something and just eat that as well, while I was waiting for the kettle to boil. I should, but it's really out of my comfort zone. Never walked up to people like that. Dude, they are super nice. And hey, you should just use well, you can use me as an icebreaker. You'll be like, hey, what's up? Firewire says hello. Say that. Say I said hello. And they'll be like, oh, what? They are really nice. Let's see. What am I actually doing? I am trying to get this to work. Not hot is to make your own chocolate milk. Oh, okay. So it's not hot chocolate. Interesting. Chocolate milk. Also, I'm sorry for the bright screen. Unfortunately, this is not a thing that I am in control of. Did that work? Oh my god, it worked! Hello, Andrew. How are you? And now if I change this to Scribs, it should change to Scribs. Neat. So now we can pass props. Does that mean that I can do all the other stuff up here? So if I have an array like names equals, who do we have in here? Me, Sahi, Scribbly, or Scribs even. We have Rocket. I'll just call him Rocket because I can't be bothered to type the rest of his name because I'm amazing like that. And Crowell. And we had Nick in here earlier. I'll just call him Nick. We have Andrew. And Rockhart. Am I missing anyone? Well, let's call Rockhart Andrew 2. No, I'm just kidding. That would be mean. I think that's everyone who's been here recently. Let's add Griff and Loquacious. This is completely unnecessary, but no, we're gonna do it. I just want to see if this will work, if I'll have the names up here like this. I think the rest of the JavaScript can be up here, and then all I need to do is actually return the div itself down here. And then I can do here names or math floor math. Oh no, what I want to do is names math floor math random times names.length. And since math random will only generate a number between 0 and 0.9999999 recurring, that'll always round down to the lowest number possible. So names is a length of, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it'll always be 10, which is fine because the index starts from 0 to 10. I had the chance 2 times today to hit up Harris though, I didn't take it. Well, you know, you have, I don't know how long DreamHack is for. Is it a week? But yeah, if you see them, and they're not busy, you can, I'm sure they'll be happy to take a picture with you. Oh, it ends tomorrow. Oh, okay. Well, make it happen tomorrow. What sorcery are you doing with my name? I'm just gonna see if I can generate a random name and pass it down to the prop, like this, which I think should work, but we'll see. There's Asahi. If I refresh it, it goes to Quell. Oh no, I didn't want to do that. Scribs, Asahi. Don't know why it's so attached to Asahi. There's Griff. Asahi. Rocket. Griff again. Rocket. Scribs. Rockhart. Nick. Sahi. Neat. So the inline JS works there fine, I guess. No love for the Kim. Alright, let's keep going until we get to Kim. It's gotta be here around here somewhere. Let's move this up as well, so I don't need to be down so far. And let's move it inside here as well. So it's like inside the actual page itself and not outside. Ah, there you are. What? What? Now here's something else I'm wondering. Can we actually change the prop on the fly? I think the answer is yes. The answer is probably yes, but let's see. Let name equal something. We don't know what yet. And then we'll say set interval. Name equals a random name every 2 seconds. Now, will the name continue to change? It will not. So I guess it needs to be, unless I don't have this like this. Oh, that's a shame. I wonder if it can be done inside the component itself. Can I print this? Console log name. Is it actually doing it? Yes. So it does pick a random name every 2 seconds, but for some reason it doesn't transform into the... Hey look, Kim Jones was picked twice. Twice in a row. Amazing. That's weird. I thought it would work if I changed the prop like that. There's probably a way to do it. Let me see. Change prop dynamically. I'm taking over. First you weren't appearing, and now you're taking over the stream. Oh no, that's Vue. React. Can I update a component's props? Having a component update its own props. It's an anti-pattern. Well, I don't really want that. I'm trying to pass a prop in, or change the prop in the parent. Huh. A React component should use props to store information that can be changed but can only be changed by a different component. Okay, that's what we're doing. A React component should use state to store information that the component itself can change. Okay. That is fine. Move over for the fat, bald, canned herring muncher. You know what? I'm not even mad about it. That would be... It would be an honor, honestly. I'm sure it's better than anything we have at the moment, considering where the UK is right now. I'm not going to go into it, but you're probably all aware of the tragedy that is the UK right now. Counter default props. Constructor props state. Okay, so that's fine. So that's the state. And then, but I want the thing to change. I don't know. It's weird. I thought that would be a simple thing to do, but apparently not. Let's try that in the actual component itself. I feel it will definitely work in the component. It has to. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Name. Still no. What? But the set interval is there. Unless this doesn't map to this. Unless it's this name. You know what? Let's just console log this. Yeah, I noticed if Superboy needs popcorn. Yeah, just watch as the entire country burns. Basically. We don't have any props, that's fine, I guess. They're not even this. I mean, name. Can I not access name? Well, oh, it said, okay, so it said I need to be using a state if I want to be changing my own data. Okay, let's do that then. We need a constructor. With a super? Yes. And a state. So names or name is just blank for now. And I can say this state dot thingamajig. I need to move the interval outside of this, I think. Or we'll just try it anyway. And we'll say pick a random name every 2 seconds and no, that wouldn't work because I need to access this. So let's move that back actually. And we'll say here, this set state name is name. And that should set this to a random name. And then put that here. this props, or is it state? This state names. This state name. Nice. Although this seems to be doubling up for some reason. Oh my god. Oh my god. What is it doing? That's a huge yikes. I think it's actually lagging the entire page. You know what? How do I kill this? I don't want to just close the page. I should probably set this to... Oh, because it's running the set interval multiple times. Oh no. I think it's actually destroying the entire page. Everything's lagging. Chat stopped working for me. Close the browser. Oh no, Firefox has stopped responding. I can't see chat anymore. I don't even know if I'm still streaming. Oh, I am still streaming. How do I make this stop? I don't think I can. I think I done goofed. Everything is... Uh-oh. Okay, I closed it down. We're good. I can see chat again. Scribs, I can see the chat in OBS. Thank you very much. We're good. But I had to kill that browser. Okay. That was a bad way to do things. I guess it was every time it was changing the name, it was re-rendering this out and adding another set interval. And that is a lesson in why set interval can be very dangerous. You always need to clear the previous set interval. In this case, I can't even do that because I haven't even assigned it to anything. That's a big yikes. I wonder if I can set that into mounted. Mounted should only run once, I think. Is that right? Component did mount. That's a lifecycle hook. So I should only run once there, but I'm not holding my breath. I'm gonna set it to 2 seconds, or let's set it to 3 seconds, and if something goes wrong again, I'm just gonna have to kill the browser as soon as it starts to die. Okay, we're here again, and now I need to save it. Oh no! Names is not defined. Oh, rip. That's because it's in render. We'll say rendered. Oh, that's not what I want to do. So hopefully this should only appear once. Oh no, it's rendering them multiple times. Oh no, but that's fine, because it's only rendering one at a time. So every time the name changes, the render function runs again. Which is kind of what I just said. But the component did mount function only runs once, because it's only mounted once. The component is only basically activated once, but it renders multiple times. So this is safe. This is okay. We don't want to put anything in here that could get out of hand. And that is following life cycle hooks. So let me see if I can find a diagram, because I don't actually know all of the hooks. So basically this is the life cycle hooks. React provides hooks methods that get called automatically at each point. So basically these are key functions that are automatically executed, so you can put things in them if you want them to be activated at certain points during the component's lifecycle. For example, if when something gets added to the page or when something is updated, you can have something run. Which is super useful. There's a whole like diagram, I think, for it. Yeah. So the mistake that I made was that I was putting something in the render function that was continuing to get executed. I don't want to do that. So the constructor is what we have here. And that's initializing this state, which is the first thing that we want to do. Rendering is, I guess, what happens when we have, yeah, so set state applies to the render, which is what we are doing here. So this forces the render. And then we also have the component did mount, so this only gets rendered once, which is good. I mean, activated once. And then we have all of the other stuff. Show less common life cycles. Oh, I forgot that this was a picture and I tried to click the text box and it just zoomed in. Nice. Nice. Okay, well, we learned how to do that. That was good. What do I want to try doing next? I want to try parsing... Let's try emitting actions back up, because that's something that will be super useful. So basically, the way components work is, when you have a component like this, so I have a hello world component, I can actually remove this other hello world bit and just do this. That's basically the same thing. If I don't have anything like in between the tags, I don't actually need the second tag, because I can't actually put anything here. So having this second tag is pointless, but I need to close it still. So you can pass props in, like name is firewire, or just fire, and then that'll be passed in as a prop over here. So let me get rid of this. Let's keep this for now, I guess. I don't really need it right now, but we'll just comment it out. So I can say this props name. So props is short for property, I'm pretty sure. And the name is something that we've passed in. So here, name. And that will make not that. Oh, because I didn't save it. Whoops. There. Also, I don't need this. Well, I'll just leave it like that. Let me not use info either, because spammy. But what if I want to send something? So that's how we send data to this component. But what if I want to send data back up? In Vue, they have events. So you would emit an event back up the chain. And that is how you would pass data back to its parent, because this is the parent and this is the child. But I don't know how that looks, so let's see if we can find out. I'm going to actually close down all of this other stuff because I don't think it's necessary right now. I'm just trying to get behind the basics of React. Emit event React component. Communication between components. That sounds like a promising blog. in React, there are various ways we can pass data to and from components. Render props, which is what we've done. Redux is a state management system, so it's basically a way to store a state across a whole range of components. So you have like a global kind of state, and that's a really good way of like ensuring you have consistency between components. For example, you don't want to be managing your components in a way where if you want to pass something from, let me see if I can paint. If you have, that's a really small screen. If you have something like a parent here, and then you have a child component here, and this component, say, has a child component here and here, and maybe you have another component, a different part of the web page, like a sidebar or something, and the sidebar has a text box or a text pane or something, and you want to pass data from here to here. You don't want to be saying, oh, well, let me emit an action back up to here. Let me do that in a different color. And then this has to emit up to here, and then this has to pass down a prop to here. This has to pass, yeah, that's just, things can get lost, and it's also just super messy. But when you have Redux, and I'm assuming it's the same as Vuex, it's basically you can say, oh, well, now I have this global store, and I can just pass data to here, and it can retrieve it over here, and it can go over here, or it can go over here, and it can go over here, and it's just super useful that way. At least that's how it works with Vuex, and I'm guessing Redux is the same because I've heard a lot of people draw comparisons. Microsoft Paint stream, pretty much. I'm a pretty good Microsoft artist, I'll have you know. Hell yeah. Gotta draw that. That is like the S that everyone does, right? Everyone does that. Didn't save it. Yeah, I can recreate that drawing of, like, perfectly. It's like ingrained in my brain. Okay, so we know about props, that's fine. Yes, so this is what we did. We passed the name down to the component. God, there's a lot of extra stuff here, isn't there? Oh, it's just telling me all of the stuff that happens behind the scenes. I don't want to know about that stuff. I just want to know how to do the... Oh, that was it? I was just scrolled through the whole thing. I just completely missed. Where is passing? Oh, here we go. How can component now send data back to its parent, P? It's done through... It's used an apostrophe. I instantly don't trust this blog post. No, I'm just kidding. Typos happen. It is done through the use of render props. What is render props? This is a concept whereby a function can be passed to child components. It's props. What? New P output. With love from parent P-Land. Wait, this sentence doesn't make sense to me, because if you say with love from parent, PLAN, that implies that you're sending data from the parent to the child, which we've basically already done. But it says send to parent. Or am I just misinterpreting that? This is the parent. Class. Wait, is that the parent? This blog is just confusing. Let's not do that. We'll say component pass data from child to parent React. Let's see what this one says. Yes. By the way, yes, React is created by Facebook. The Twitch website is actually made with React, and a whole bunch of other stacks as well, but React is, I think, the main thing behind it, which is pretty cool. I don't know if you can use the React development tools on it. I think that gets locked after you build it out. From parent to child using props. Okay, that we already know. From child to parent using callbacks. Okay, let's suppose I need to send a message from child 1 to parent. Hey Popsy, how's it going? To do that I need to follow a series of steps. Define a callback function. Okay, so that's similar to what the previous blog post was just saying about making a function that returns the data that we need to send back. So this is the parent. Oh wait. Define a callback function that takes in a parameter which we consider having access from the child in the parent.js. Also send the defined callback as a props to child 1. Oh, so we need to actually make the callback ourselves. Really? Do we not just emit back up? That seems messy to me. Oh, wait, what? In child 1, send the data using this prop. Oh, I see. So we actually have to make the callback itself. Huh, interesting. Is this what the other blog post was saying as well? I just want to compare them and see if it was pretty much doing the same thing. So where did it say about the function? Render props. Here we pass a function, then component C can reference it in the funcs. Okay. Oh, here we, right. The component has a function called render props. Since we know what a render props is, okay, so basically this is doing the same thing. It's saying there is a function, and then we can use the function to send that back to the parent. I think. Well, let's try it. So what do I need? What do I actually want to achieve? I want to say, let's make a button here, and when we click the button, okay, so what would do is let's make a text box. No, we'll just make a button. And we'll say on click. For now, why don't we just console log clicked? I just want to see if this inline.js will work. I think it will, right? It should. Oh my god, that's a tiny button. Maybe we should add a thing to it. Button. It only did it once. Wait, did it just say clicked? It clicked it for me. What the heck? On click. Is that not? Or is it just because this is not supposed to be running like this? I have no idea. Well, let's try saying... Let's pass in a function, and we'll say... So, how should I do this? What is this saying for me to do? Callback function, let's say... Skynet. Yes. If something goes wrong, it's basically Skynet's fault. Am I right? Or am I right? Render. Not render. Oh, it just goes up here. Oh, no, because it's return. Oh no, I can do it up here. It's fine. We're good. Maybe you're left. Wow, Asahi. Just wow. Kudos. My friend always used to say, or a friend, I don't know if this is a quote, like an actual quote, but she always used to say, if nothing's going right, go left. And that kind of just always stuck with me. Not state. That's not what we want to do. That's a terrible way of doing it. What the heck? Say hi. Let's make a function called say hi. And then we'll say data. This dot set state. Oh, I don't even have a state yet. Let's try the Monka S way, which is not using a constructor. So usually when I define a state, or it looks like I should do it this way, but this looks super convoluted, and it looks like I can just do this. But I don't know if that's like a good way of doing it. But we're gonna do it because it looks nicer to me. And we'll say name. So when we click the button, let's... Oh no, I deleted all the names. You know what? It's fine. I'll just say... Oh, just say message. Okay, message. Message is blank. And what happens when I click the button is I want it to return a message. And then it will display the message. So this set state message equals data, and the data will be the message that we send back. And then what I want to do is I want to say name equals, say, was it this, say hi, but I want to pass data. Okay, let's pass a word like scrib. Or pass in that word, and then what I want to do is when I receive that word, I want to pass back. Wait, is that what I want to do? This callback function. Child1, parent callback. Parent callback. No, because then I'll be just calling this. Okay, so that's not what I want to do. Scrub. But I do want to say hi. Equals this say hi. So this will be our prop, and this will reference the function that we made up here. And then this can access the say hi property, because this is what we're passing in, this one and name. And then I'll pass back the name appended with bleh. So this props say hi, this props, or this props, wait, what am I doing? This props name bleh. So whatever it is, whatever name it is, it will append bleh onto the end and return that. What the heck? Why is that doing that? Oh, because it's right, JavaScript. And we'll say bleh if I name. So message will be bleh, and then I will make the text be. Let's make a thing here, and we'll say that will be this state message. Will that work? I don't know. I feel like this will fail, but we'll see. It did fail. What happened? State and say hi is not defined in app. Oh, right, because this is not a component. I think. Well, that's now wrong as well. Unless I do other function. State. No, didn't like that either. Fair enough. Oh, right, this needs to be render. Then return. Okay. Component is not defined. Oh, because I haven't passed in component. New errors, yay! This can happen when a component repeatedly sets state inside component will update. So an error is now happening. Oh, is it because it's still pushing button? But I thought that's how it worked. What? Is it just single place? Apparently not. Maybe I don't need to put it in the render. Maybe that's what's causing the problem. I do need to, oh no, because I do need to return it. Huh. Identify expected. Button on click. This props say hi. Still doesn't like that. Then how am I supposed to click the button if it's just going to press it automatically? That's weird. This example I'm looking at says I can do class app. Oh wait, is that the main app? Maybe I can only do it in the main app. Or maybe I can't return a div. I wonder if that'll be it. Or maybe it's these comments. So can I get rid of render if I do that? No. What if it's this? It's not that. What if it's this? Not that. I guess it just doesn't like me doing that. Well, either way, this doesn't seem to let me use onClick. Just strange. Oh, wait, what? If I do this, console log clicked, so technically it should only click. How should I do this? Okay, it's still looping infinitely for some reason. Maybe I shouldn't attach this. See, it runs clicked straight away. Why is that? On click runs immediately. Render React. On click function fires on render. Because you are calling that function instead of passing the function to on click. Oh, right. Interesting. Okay, let's see. So I can do this. Okay, now it runs this function when I click the name. Okay. It's still a bit weird to me, but... Oh, it seems like I need to bind to this. Okay. So instead of binding, I can just use that function. Binding should only happen in the constructor. The value for onClick attribute should be a function, not a function call. Got it. So doing this will run this. So does that mean I can do this now? This, oh, rip, I forgot that I didn't pass say hi. Okay, say hi equals this. Oh, sorry, equals this say hi. Hey, look, it worked. It took Scribbly, or it took Scrib, and it passed it over into Hello World, and it returned Scrib plus bleh after I click the name. So what if we made a text box and then whatever we put in the text box and then press bleh if I name it, will just return the name with bleh on the end. Let's see if we can do that. Now where would I put the text box? Let's say, I guess the text box would go here, or I don't know, would it part of the component? Would I want to keep the text box and the button together? It kind of makes sense. But I also want to practice binding stuff. So if we have like a text box out here, and then we pass something into the thing. And then click that, it'll return the name with the thingy. You know what I mean. So what would this be? On change? Or, yeah. And then on change, we want, well, how do I know what this value is though? That's something to consider. Let's do this. Let's console log this, and then that should give us whatever this is, and we'll see. So anything I type into this, it should log this. So do I have access to what this whatever's inside this text box? That's what I'm wondering. Or is this being bound to the actual state? That's probably the case, unfortunately. Scoping is such a pain. Okay, now I don't have access to this. Interesting. Unless I do E. Okay, so now I have the event. Target, no. What? This synthetic event is reused for performance reasons. If you're seeing this, you're accessing the property target on a released nullified synthetic event. This is set to null. I don't think it likes me doing that. But I just want to get whatever's in this text box. How do I do that? Console log. Do I need to use refs? I wonder. React get text from text box. How to get value of text box in React? You need to use controlled input. Okay, so in Vue, what we have is a vbind. So basically, you can bind, or vmodel, sorry, which is like a two-way binding between the state and the value of the text box. So that's how you have, for instance, when you type in to a text box, it'll update the model in the state, and you always have like the value of that text box basically. So I'm guessing this is something similar. Controlled input. You need to specify two changes. On change, the function that would set component state. Okay, that makes sense. And value. Input value from the component state. This state value in example. So on change, handle change, value, value. Okay, so this is like a two-way binding type system. So when we change the value, it will set the state of whatever state we have. And also the value will always be the get initial state. The initial value, sorry. I wonder if get initial state is a lifecycle hook. Doesn't seem like it. But then where is get initial state used? Get initial state React. Get initial state is part of the lifecycle of React. Oh, right. So there are two ways to do it. Either the constructor with the props and set this state to be something, or you can have get initial state and return initial state. So I don't know, I kind of like this. This makes more sense to me. So I think I'll do it that way. Or it kind of just looks like this is the initial state already. I don't know if this is an official way of doing it, but I'll see if that works. So let's do that. So we want to set an initial state for this text box. We'll say well, I guess let's just call it name. And the current state, or the initial starting state, will just be a blank text box. When we change, we want to say handle change, and that'll just be a function call to handling, or setting the state, sorry, of the change. So we need a function saying name change. Can I do this? I wonder if I can. I think I can. Event. And then this state. Name equals event target value. And then when I input the name, I want to be calling this name change. And I also want the value to be the initial starting value of whatever I want it to be, which would be this date name. And also I have an extra thingy there for some reason. Okay, so let's try this. So as soon as this changes, let's try logging this, and hopefully that will update in the console. There it is. So now I have access to that. I should be able to pass it over to Blair, and then it'll say the Firewire Blair or whatever. Amazing. We should deploy this app to its own web page after the fact. Where am I doing this? Okay, so here is the name. Now, basically, I think all I need to do is just pass in this state name, right? Scribbler. Sahi. It's such a stupid app, but it's great. Nothing stupid when we're learning. This was a success. Sahi Zuru Bleh. The Firewire. Firewire Bleh. Amazing. I wonder. Sorry, Zero Bleh. Yeah. Well, we have the I kind of like this. Look, it's like a half of a Christmas tree. Scribbler. Blah. Amazing. Blah. Or just nothing. Blah. Meh. Blah. Best app ever. It is pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. Now I'm wondering if we duplicate this like 3 times, would that be like, oh my god, there are like 3. I can click any of these, okay, that makes sense. Because that's all going to the same thing. Nice. So I didn't actually need, oh well, that was the original function, but that was not the way to do things. We want to do this component thingy. Let's try something. Okay, so now we have that, but this would be better. That was just a test to see if we could pass in the name and have this update. But what if we moved the input, let me do that, into the actual hello world functions? That way, when I type into the text box, it'll automatically update the name as we go, and that way, that would be a better experience instead of having to click the button. So let's try that. So we have a text box. We want to have the same handling function as we had before, and we want to have the same state as before. So this will basically be all self-contained, which is pretty much the idea of components. You want to have everything contained in one place. So I could basically copy paste it wherever I need it. You can reuse it across multiple pages. You can move components around. It's pretty much the idea behind it. Let's do that. Let's get rid of the console logging because we don't need that. I'll take this out of here. I'll take this out of here. I will take, duplicate this, undo that. We don't even want to pass in a name because the name will be set over in the hello world function. It's in the thing. I could even have the name. That's an interesting idea. Let's do that as well. We'll have the label over here as well, down here, and we'll have this name. Wait, that means I'll be updating. Well, that could work. When I set the state, I could just say, hey, set the state to whatever the input is. With bleh on the end. I wonder if that would work. I think it would. Let's try it. Oh god, what is happening? Why are there multiple... Oh, I needed to refresh. Oh! It updates the text box as well. Nice. Okay, well that's obviously not the intended behavior. We want to keep the text box different to the actual text. So I guess we only want... Okay, so that's easy actually. When we have the message, all we need to do is append bleh on the end here. We don't actually need to append it here. Scribbler. Nice. Test bleh. Bleh, bleh, bleh. Oh god, it's not even wrapping properly. Pog bleh. Yes. Amazing. Rock bleh. I actually kind of like that. Scrobbler. Perfect. That is absolutely intended. What next? I feel like I want to do one more thing. Right, let me actually test if setting the name does set an initial state. Let's make the initial state that. So it should start off with a default, yeah, a value of scribbly. And then I can make my own thing after that. So that's the state. Neat. Now what if I duplicate this? So that's one component. I guess, will they all share the same state? I don't know. Maybe. No, they don't. Okay, so they're all like separate, or whatever. Something like that. The Gosu 2, what's up? Use hooks and function instead of ugly classes. Oh, that's I think what I just deleted earlier, I think. I don't know, I kind of like classes. You could use hooks inside classes, right? I don't know, but I was using functions earlier, and for some reason it wasn't working. And then all the tutorials were like, oh, classes. Although, for some reason, get initial state is not a thing. Although, some of them were like, oh, use constructor. One of them was like, oh, just use the state. Apparently that works. I don't know if that's the proper way of doing it. Function is the new way of doing things. Ah. Well, that would make sense because a lot of these answers are probably out of date. In that case, let's do that. I'll see if everything is intact. It should be. Well, it seems okay actually. Is everything still... do I need to bind stuff? Is that a thing? This state is not defined. Oh, is that this? Does that still work? No, because that would be a class thing. Can't state equals use state thing. Is use state a hook, I'm guessing? Oh, I didn't want to do that. Wait, that was not a thing that was supposed to be doing. Rip. Can't state set. Oh. Okay, so that's if I need to set the state. Gotcha. And then thing. So that's this. Name. Wait. Oh, I didn't close the thingy. And that is a function. And then when I want to reference it, just state. Oh wait, I need set state as well. You're right. Oh, but I know it needs state here. Wait, so how am I supposed to... Oh, okay, I think I get it. Maybe? Let me see. Name change. Event. Set state. Name, event, target value. And then I don't need this. Oh. And then... Oh wait. No, because state is the thing that I need. You either store the whole object statey or separate. So I don't need this in here. But where does that go then? Unless this is just a function. Const name set name equals use state equals use, oh wait, and then use the name variable wherever you need it, and set name is a function that sets the name. So but where does set state come into that? Do I use set state inside use state? Or do you actually mean empty quotation marks? Let's try it. Initial value? Oh, right. Okay. I do have a initial value. Like this? And then how do I define set state? Maybe I should just look this up. Function React set state. You just use set state new name. Oh, is that how this works? Oh, that's... confusing to me. I guess it makes... well, it's definitely a lot cleaner than having a whole separate function to change every individual thing. State and set state should be named name and set name. Okay. Probably a better convention. And then this is just name. And this is set name. And I don't need this. Set name. I guess you need to use name change. Oh, so I still need the function, but I just need to rename it. Is that what you mean? Wait, I didn't save it. Set name has already been declared. So I still... oh, it's... okay. Hang on. Use state and set state is not defined. This set state function, previous value props return. Okay, so this was back in 2008, is that right? Oh, 2018, sorry, 2008. That's not what I wanted. Let's see. You should import use state as well. Your initial value, your named state object is a string, and in the set state, you use an object. This state. Okay, so I do need use state. And then, so I have this. And set state. Just event target value. So I don't even need to say name. But how will it know which thing it's going to? Unless this is... this. Oh, right. Okay. So this could be... well, I guess... no, it couldn't be done there. Unless... no, it could be. If it was just... so I could eliminate that if I wanted to. Or is that bad practice? I want to put these in so I can see it clearer. Oh, rip. Hey! Nice, thanks. That's definitely a lot cleaner than having separate functions out like that. Because I wasn't sure if that would scale very well. I would prefer a handler function. Well, I guess it does make more sense to have a handler function because then you can kind of see it happening. I guess maybe I'll make this E. Handle set name E. Or just handle set name, sorry. So that should still... Let me get rid of the other... This is just not a thing. Cool. Oh yeah, and having variable functions. I should get rid of the other thing here, I guess, because that's actually how the create React app thing started out. It had function app, so I guess that makes sense that that is the way that it is supposed to be done. I didn't think anything of it actually at the time. So what about passing in... so in one of the tutorials I read, it said for passing events back up to the parent, I needed to pass a callback function as a prop into, like this, into the actual component. Is that still a thing, or is there a better way of doing that? Because that seems kind of messy to me. There's use callback hooks. No. It's probably a lot cleaner though. Here's the official React. Use state, use effect, use context, use callback. Const memoized callback equals use callback. Anonymous function, do something, AB. Turns a memoized callback. Interesting. Okay, let me do... How should I do this? Let's make this another component, because I kind of want to save that as just an example. And let me get rid of this. And we'll say handle... Wait, I don't want to have the name stuff in here. Basically, I'll just go back to what I had earlier. Then you can pass my callback. Okay, let me try doing that. I need to replicate this stuff over here, I think. So I need the state over here. This is what I had originally. I'm basically just redoing the same thing, but instead of having the input on this side, I'll put the input on this side and then pass that into the prop and then return the name back, if that makes sense. Just as an exercise for passing data between components, because this is my first time with React. It's been pretty interesting so far. I kind of dig it. What am I doing? Okay, so I have the initial thing here, so let me do that. We'll just make it blank for now. And then I have the regular set name. Event, set name. Thingy majig. Let me get rid of. Actually, no, I'll keep that. Actually, no, I don't need that. Old stuff. And then I have this, which would just be state name. No, just name. I don't even need state anymore, do I? I don't think so. And I want to be passing in, actually let me comment that out, hello world 2 from hello world 2, and I want to say the callback. Okay, so that's what I need. I need to import used callback, and I want to say let's say name callback for now. Const name callback equals use callback. Ooh, I want to see the documentation for that. Use callback will return a memoized. I keep reading that as memorized version of the callback that only changes if one of the inputs has changed. And then do something. So what would that be? Set name, I guess, because that's what we had last time. Name change. Is that right? I don't know. We'll see. What is A and B? What is... Oh, I guess this needs to be... Can I just say A for now? And then I have... Why does it keep doing that? It's annoying. Name equals name. Actually, damn it. It's leftover thingy. It's an array of dependencies like name. Okay. So if I only have one, I could just leave it like that, right? Or do I need to put it in an array? I don't think I do. Or maybe I do. I guess I should. Let me just say, let's just make that name for clarity. And I guess, should I call it callback? Or name callback? I could have multiple callbacks. I guess it would make more sense to say name callback. And then over in Hello World, I have the input. Where is the input? Actually, no, I don't have the input. I just need to return whatever the name is with Blee on the end. So that was kind of what I was having here, I think. Let me see if I can just reuse that. Handle change name. And I'll move this over back to just a thing. So I have props say hi, so that would be props name callback. And I don't need set name. It would be... do you still access props the same way? Name callback. Does that look right? Like function hello world 2 name callback. Oh. Up here? Then I just do this. Could I technically make a object of callbacks instead of passing in individual callbacks? Like a callbacks object and just have all of them in one place. Okay. Let's see. Something happened. Line 18. Something went awry. You're deconstructing the parameter. Oh, right, the other one. Yeah, that makes sense. Expecting an assignment or function call instead sort an expression. What am I not, or what am I doing that I shouldn't be? Oh, wait. No, that's... Oh, hold on. This is in the wrong scope, right? Or something. Well, it looks like it. I thought it is. Maybe. I don't know. New error. Yay. Invalid assignment to const set name. Set name. Wait. What am I? Oh. Oh wait, I do need that. Wait, what did I do over here? Oh, it's handle set name. Okay, so I need to handle set name. I don't know if I'm doing any of this right. It feels really roundabout. Or I could just set name over there. Oh no, E is not defined. Wait, what am I doing? Oh, hang on. Just name. RIP. This is, no, I don't have an input. I'll get there eventually. Give me a second. It's almost 4 AM, so I have an excuse. Value is name. On change, I don't want to wait. On change, no, I don't want to do anything on change. I just want to pass on the thingy. Something still went wrong. Failed prop type. You provided a value prop type there. Wait. Those should be mutable default value. Oh, I guess I don't need this then. Well, that's probably, oh no, isn't, no, I do need to be read-only. No, I don't want it to be read-only because you need to type into it to pass the thingy. But I don't need to set name, do I? No, wait, now I'm confused. I forgot what I was trying to do. What did I have in the... The button is in this one. I have the text box. I pass in the name to this. That's what I had originally. Okay, yeah, this makes sense. I just changed the thing that I didn't need to change. My bad. Handle. Wait, what did I call it? Oh, so I do need a handle set name. Rip. That's fine. I think. No, because this is target value. Unless I just do set name here. And then I just do this here. But then I don't need to bother clicking the button. Oh wait, I can. Oh wait, no I can't. Wait, when did that work? Oh, because I didn't do an on-click. Handle name change. So that should be passing the prop into... Passing the name prop into here. And then I should be returning this with this. Use status department. Oh, rip. That's because it's not a thing. Your button doesn't have any idea what is the text. Oh, right. Oh, you're right. Yeah. So that would be this. Wait. But I should be... No. Props still work, right? No? Oh, because of this. Just fire an event where there is a click, and on the other comp, you can listen to that. Fire an event where there is a click, handle name change, and on the other comp, you can listen to that. I haven't dived into events yet. Is that event emitter? This. How do I access props in a component using this method? Would that be up here? No. Well, I want to see what E is. Not anything. Oh, that's the same error that I saw before. Oof. What do you expect to receive when you click on the button? What I want it to do is take the name from here and return the same text but with bleh on the end, and then set that to be the new name. That makes sense. So it was basically this originally. And the callback was in the props. The Hello World Tube component is a button component. Yeah, but it can still return stuff, right? I mean, this isn't like an actual use case. I was just practicing sending data between stuff. But can I not send any, like, I mean, this is inside a div technically, so there is, I mean, can I not like return data from this component as a whole? I mean, yes, it has just a button, but I could add other stuff to it. There has to be a way, sure. I mean, it's I want it to see the props. The props that it's being passed in. Why would it not have that? Handle, change name, E. So I guess it doesn't have the scope needed. I mean, this worked. I was able to just take the prop name and then return the thing with the callback when there was a click. This is the wrong file actually. But I don't have scope here, is that the problem? I can't see name. What is a name callback should be what I just, the function that I have. I want to return this, because that would be the name with Lee on the end, which makes sense. And that would go to this, which would set the new name? Wait, I don't need to do this. Okay, so it's not doing anything here. It's just saying what name is. Oh, wait. Is it because this is the same as this? Or something. I don't know. New name is not defined. Do I need to have it here? I'm just pasting everything in the wrong place. Lucky Johnny, what's up? So what goes here? Nothing goes here, does it? There we go. And that's what I was trying to do. I'm just trying to learn some React. Just playing around with the basics, passing data around, seeing how stuff works. Nice. Okay, so that was what I was trying to do. That makes sense now. Neat. Well, thank you for that, the Gosu. I think I will call it here actually, because it's 4 AM and I should probably get some sleep. But that was a good first round of React. You can use empty, which is React fragment instead of div root element. Oh, you mean this? That looks weird. What difference does that make? Does that make it more efficient or something? React fragment. Common pattern in React is for a component to return multiple elements. Fragments lets you group a list of children without adding extra nodes. To the DOM. There's a new short syntax for declaring them. Ah, okay, so that's what you were mentioning. Nice. Looks like empty tags. You can use empty tags the same way you use any other element except that it doesn't support keys or attributes. Cool, good to know. But yeah, I will probably head off and I don't know, get some sleep or something. But thank you again for your help. It's much appreciated. I probably would have continued down the outdated path otherwise. And then, yeah, that would have been Milk.js. And yeah, I will probably be back. I don't know if I'll be streaming tomorrow, but we'll see. Otherwise, have a good rest of your weekend. Thank you for stopping by and helping out. Anyone else still lurking? Thanks for hanging out. I will catch you around when I have our next stream. And yeah, so far so good, I think. See you guys for now.